seems undefeatable. Almost. We have the picks and bans. Colorful gets rid of Last Refuge and Terranas stand. Okay. Infi doesn't want to play on Twisted and Last Refuge and Echo Isles, sorry. So it leaves us with Amazonia for a start, Concealed Hills and Northern Isles. So Colorful vetoing Terranas stand means he does not want to play a Warden against Infi.
Yeah. I feel like it's looking more and more like that. Like Terranos Stand, yes, it's a good Warden map, but it's also super good for MK fast expansion and then tanks or gyros or mass Dragonhawks, triple base human. So many headaches to worry about. Taking that out is very understandable if you're not very comfortable with a Warden. Then again, Colorful, we have seen him play the Warden pretty well before. But Terranos just seems so damn good for the MK first, so it's going to be AZ instead for our map 1. A map where an MK first should certainly not be playable.
No, but there is a little bit of a Colorful special, and that is Demon Hunter. Okay, that's not so special, granted, but he's the only player that I've seen in a long time going for immolation, and we love that Infi loves his expansions, exposing his workers, and so that could be a thing. LP Club sends his third player in the race alongside Romantic and Focus. It's Colorful versus the third Rogue Warrior. We've seen Fly and TH. Now his clanmate starts into WGL Winter, and he definitely is one of the biggest favorites. Sticking to human here in this matchup, understandable. Colorful in the upper right as the Night Elf and Infi bottom left to the human side. So I really wonder what this is. It's not instant aggression by Colorful. If you ask Lawlight, he would even play a Warden here against human. Not too successful though. So if there was ever one player for a long time going Demon Hunter all the way, it was Colorful. He improved his skill set. He played not so much Keeper, but more and more Warden recently. But I guess this is for me a 95% Demon Hunter pick. Very straight up. Also Infi, we all know he loves to get the extra gold, but on this map, I would think he would play Rifles one base, and it is the Demon Hunter. So there were times when we marked our calendar days red when Infi was playing one base, but this day and age, I think Rifle pushes are too strong.
Exactly. And the thing is, if you do go for a fast expansion, that opens up the mid game for the Night Elf. Map control goes to the Night Elf. Greedy second heroes become a thing, and I feel like that is the biggest issue for Night Elves nowadays against human especially. The late game heroes aren't that strong. If you can get away with the Panda, you can still have a strong late game, but if the human pressures on one base, you can't go Panda. He's too weak early on. You need the level 3 too badly. You're forced into a Naga, so there seem to be a lot of benefits nowadays to playing one base as human versus Night Elf.
The offstage match, Romantic taking the lead over Focus. Close to a 2-0 in series is the comebacker. Romantic here named Fortitude. So Demon Hunter starts creeping Archmage as well. Why is Infi considered such a favorite in this tournament? Well, let's take a look at the two most recent Tier 1 tournaments we had in Warcraft 3. That was WCG in July. Infi won that in the Human Mirror against TH. And just a week ago, this Monday actually, not even a week ago, 6 days ago, next autumn, he found himself in a final against Moon, and he crushed that with 3-0 offline in Guangzhou. So whenever there's a tournament at the moment, Infi is at least in the finals, as seen in the CC Masters, where he surprisingly lost to Lin, but Lin is the other dominant guy in the scene, so not worrying about this too much. Infi is the guy to beat.
Absolutely agree. He seems to be the #1 player currently, and well, so far from this game we can't tell too much, just a little bit of early trading. Ooh, that was close.
Sweet, yeah.
Early Shadow Priest pickup, always valuable, especially against an expansion play. But it doesn't look like expansion at all by Infi. No, he's teching instead. There we see it. A couple of footies are on the map, a bit of harass, and now trying to inch his way closer to level 3. For both these heroes, level 3, a really big deal. But for the Demon Hunter, it's a little bit harder to get there.
Okay, Colorful has to make up for a horrendous WGL summer. At least he qualified, but what he showed here was... yeah, I mean...
yeah. He was... If we say he was the weakest player at the tournament,
Yeah.
that sounds a little bit mean, but it's true. One of them has to be the weakest, and yeah, that was him the last time. Since then, I think he has been getting steadily better and better. Taking out Infi here, though, that is one of the most monumental tasks you could ask for.
Do you know why he got so much better?
I'm expecting a joke, no?
No, absolutely not. TH and Infi knew that they were facing quite some Night Elves at WCG, and of course, being in China, WCG is such a prestigious tournament that they put in a lot of effort practicing for WCG, and since Colorful wasn't qualified and is most likely the best Night Elf in China, he was the practice partner of TH and Infi, and they were grinding games. That's also the reason why he picked up the Warden more and more, because they were, of course, preparing for Lawlight as well. So with a little help of TH and Infi, Colorful stepped up his game since summer, but now he faces Infi, and so Infi knows a lot about him.
Yep, that makes sense. Hunter Soul coming seemingly in time. AM is extremely close to the level up. He got one archer kill so far, thanks to an ensnare earlier. Demon does have the boots and would love to creep level 3, but can't get it yet. AM leveled up thanks to the militia. And now looking towards the main, looking for some wisps.
Yeah, the juggling was pretty good so far by Colorful, not losing too much.
Oh, if he gets this Hunter Soul, it's super big.
But he has no mana anymore. And there are Wisps for the Detonate, plus a Shadow Priest for the Dispel. So this harass is quite easily dealt with. Infi trying to get in front of that Shadow Priest to get the kill, as the Demon Hunter is a little late. Getting the boots now, though, and okay, Infi has them as well, so he can walk away. Staying here, though, getting an archer kill with only 3 footmen. Colorful had the numbers advantage and the Moonwells, but still, Infi able to get a kill.
Blood Mage second. We're seeing this more and more, trying to win the mana war. Mana burn versus Siphon. Very level dependent, of course, as well. But the Demon, if he doesn't get level 3, it's going to be really hard to have the mana superiority. Here we have the Naga second. I briefly touched on this earlier. Ideally, you would like to play Panda if you can get to the late game, but the Panda is too weak early. This is where the Naga shines with a Cold Arrow early on tier 2. She's pretty strong. Normally we see a lot of Naga versus Demon Hunter as well, but that's not the case here. It's going to be Blood Mage, so not that much slowdown control against the Demon Hunter first hero.
Also, no push with the Naga, no big positioning on the middle of the map with the Naga. Very defensive play by Colorful. Still takes quite some time to take out the defense footman. Infi was looking for a fight, right? He was going towards Colorful's base, trying to see him creep at the orange spot, but he wasn't there. So Colorful dodging this early engagement because he's waiting for the bears. And if we, like, in Lawlight versus TH yesterday, that was the first moment where Lawlight started to struggle at this very spot in the middle. So maybe it's the right call by Colorful? It's just counterintuitive to a normal Naga play.
It's also a little bit weird, though, what Infi is doing. He's splitting away his footman, looking for a little run-by, was perhaps considering going for a Telestaff join or something. Yeah, quite curious. Sorceress has to be added here. You need some control in this Demon Hunter. Once he gets level 3, he is just too strong to be left undealt with. And he's getting closer and closer there, but not quite there yet. And in goes Infi, looking for some cancels.
Yeah, it's either cancels or wisps that he needs to detonate. Is this still working? Footman arrive only now. Progress on the... like, lore number 1 is finished, but he has to cancel the second lore, and that's so big. You need upgrades, you need dryads, you need a few bears for reju. What a timing from the Iceman.
And so far it costs him nothing. Not even a single footman has died just yet. One should certainly die, but he takes out the Shadow Priest as well. Some water elementals falling. Okay, that's level 3 actually. That is kind of a big deal. But it's so hard to kill off these footies. These archers just so little damage to provide.
Yeah, and here come the militia trying to support in this push, but I guess he disengages. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter is quite a big power spike, but it's still survival time for Colorful. Just stay alive until bears are here, 4 or 5, and then you're able to contest rifle casters. Level 2 for the Naga. Fork Lightning. Evasion 2, by the way. Oh no, it's Mana Burn. Sorry, my eyes, old man. I had this like a week ago before. Gotta do some studies on icons.
So, is it time to push all the way into the main? We don't have too much mana left here on the human heroes.
It's the play on Amazonia at the moment, right? Late tier 2 tower push.
Yeah.
Tower supported push.
With the lore cancelled earlier, it does seem to make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Black Mage is not level 2, so the crazy banish plays are not available yet. And the mana burns are good. Not too easy for the Black Mage, but towers up, only one bear. I would be surprised if Adept Master is finished. There we go.
Colorful doesn't seem to be ready yet.
No.
And here we see the big issue for Night Elf in this matchup currently. You have to be tier 3. And since you have to be tier 3, it takes a while to come online. Tier 2 Night Elf just cannot deal with this.
It's 800 gold, or a second ago it was 40 supply, 800 gold. Now we invested a lot into items, I believe, or additional upgrades, but on the battlefield, Infi is so strong, such a big a force. The necessary heroes, and Colorful is also supply stuck. Now the Moonwell finishes.
Little by little, Infi's creeping forward. Waiting for more bears. But we've seen even 5 bears not being enough necessarily. And currently we only have 3. Reju stolen, the Breaker does his job well, and that is a lot of healing denied.
Yeah. Infi just super calm, taking the game one by one. The tower should be up soon. 50% is okay. Will force some attention now. The archers are doing it. Bears, though, in the focus fire of the rifleman, no staff. Oh! Low damage roll, doesn't get this one. And so, with the power of the Demon Hunter, Naga fights him back for now.
And more bears should be coming from the lores, I guess.
Oh
Oh no, he's
Riot
supply
switch.
stuck. He's supply stuck. The Moonwell fell earlier and he didn't remake it yet.
Sloppy play by Colorful a little bit. He's rebuilding it now, but definitely too late.
And more elementals are coming in. Elementals are a good idea again in this matchup. In the past, it seemed like a complete waste, but Dryads are just too weak in the late game, so that there's not going to be enough to spell.
And you have to rush bears, so it's max 1 Dryad, I think. And with Siphon Mana, you have pretty much unlimited mana, so you can resummon all the time and out-summon the Dispel of the Dryad, so that makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. You cannot go heavy on Dryads, because then you will just get destroyed by rifles too easily. Anti-magic on the Demon, trying to dive deep, looking for perhaps a hero kill. Heal potion keeps him alive. Demon can't be slowed down right now. This anti-magic is doing a good job, but archers are dying. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3rd about to fall. Trying to get this tower cancelled, but might not even be able to get that one. Bear's also trying to drop low. Another bear is going to fall. Banish coming in now as well. Archers are all dead. Everything else is slowed. Colorful down at 36, looking to be in a desperate position now.
Yeah, and Infi's win condition are not the towers at all. They're a little supportive at best, but what they do is to get attention. And the damage of archers, they did not end up on rifles and casters. And so they were free to do whatever they wanted, and that was to kill a lot of bears. 29 supply against 51. Very, very one-sided again.
Yeah, we were saying earlier, this could, if it does happen, would be the biggest upset of the tournament, but this is so far rather like looking like the most one-sided game of the tournament, maybe?
Yeah.
Infi is in complete control, seemingly at all times. Proving why everyone is considering him to be the biggest favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. Having an opening match against the, on paper, weakest player of the group is also a little bit of a gift, I guess. But yeah, there's no flaw in this play by Infi so far. But we gotta say, Colorful is not really challenging him too much. It's the most meta build. Very standard creeping as well, with the retreating Naga early on. So there were not too many risks or anything as well, which you kind of have to take if you want to beat Infi.
The damage doesn't seem to be there. Demon Hunter, well, getting a couple of nice swings out now, but it's so many rifles at all times. I don't think a single one has fallen yet.
Okay, Infi is... Oh, heal scroll saves that priest. I was about to say, oh, is he finally losing a priest? No, just simply no.
Hero's in a bit of trouble, but he could go for the safety. Zeppelin if he wants to. Looks like a good idea right here. Demon Hunter in the middle of everything, getting slowed down. Finally gonna get a rifle. Hey, there we go. First rifle kill of the game. At least he gets that. Might even get a second one.
Nah, Zeppelin now. And not much anti-air. So Demon Hunter falls. And that is definitely the G and the G. Infi Ruffle stomps over Colorful.
Yeah, that was not even a little bit close.
Nope. It's kind of like WGL meme at this point. The Colorful games all, well, a lot of black and white. A lot of black for Colorful.
Infi, yeah, looking damn strong. Scary game one, man. If you have a map one like that, how are you going to motivate yourself to tell yourself, well, you know what, the deck is going to be reshuffled.
Well, what's
everything is possible.
What's this map?
Northern Isles and Concealed is left.
Okay.
So I imagine Concealed.
Yeah. Huh.
It's also not really a very good map.
No, it's not like it's like a straight up map, right?
It's you kind of have to play Demon Hunter. You're not gonna get level 3 easy. There's always wisp pushes towards the main normally.
Lots of experience for the Blood Mage to be picked up. Also not a super fast map really, so you can apply pressure. I wonder what his game plan is there.
I feel like that's perhaps the most interesting takeaway from game 1, because the rest was just such a stomp. Blood Mage. How is he so much better than the Naga that it is warranted to go for the hero instead of the Naga? Because you have to consider not only does he have to be better than the Naga, he has to be better by a lot, because the Tavern advantage is a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Getting it in the middle of the map 1 whole minute earlier, and in a better position, that is a big downside to going for a second hero. So Siphon, I'm a big fan of Siphon, but I always feel that it's only really good on level 2.
Yeah, then it almost feels broken already.
Is it because you drain mana on the demon and then the Reju recovery is, the Moonwell recovery is so expensive?
That's definitely a big point. You have more water elemental uptime.
Yeah, and I guess
Forcing your opponent into Dryads before he can go only bears.
and as long as you have enough slow to control the demon, you don't need the double slow, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like Infi realizing I can play this a little bit more greedy
Yeah.
and go for a little bit more of a late game strat where the Naga, I guess, perhaps can fall off. We saw some nice banish savers, but the banish was not the reason for the special.
No, not at all. It was in the last 2 weeks, I think we've seen insane banish plays. It was just glorious to watch. Like Infi vs Lawlight, I think, next. Wow. Just Infi leaving us all in awe with his micro with banish there. Yeah, I don't have a solution to this just yet. Like, Night Elves are already a little on the weaker side of this matchup, and now this Blood Mage idea doesn't make things better. In the hands of Infi.
It feels like we need a big revolution coming from someone. We haven't seen Night Elves finding the answer yet.
They were so happy when they could go back to Dryad's Bears. Not learning something new, you know.
But it just doesn't seem to be that good at the moment. But okay, let's focus on map 2. That's what Colorful has to do. He has to take this one step at a time. I almost want to see him go risky and say, you know what, I'm going to keep her expand, and I hope that I can just overwhelm you with numbers. Maybe that's going to work.
It's going to be tough, right? I mean, in summer he had a very good excuse to play a little worse than the others. He got married and got a kid, so maybe that's still a factor here. Or what's the excuse now? I don't know. Also, it's so weird. We think that he's around for such a super long time, but he's only 25, one of the young guns in the scene.
Yeah, and we don't want to talk him down too much. Honestly, I don't even want to say too much negative things about this first map. Anyone could have looked like that, because Infi is just so utterly insane currently.
There were no big mistakes by Colorful. It was just very normal, very streamlined. Right down the middle, Night Elf game on AZ. And if you play that against Infi, even on the top level, like, people have no chance, apparently. So, CH it is. We're loading in to map number 2. Would be a great start for Infi, of course, before facing Happy. A little bit for his momentum, because Happy's momentum was stopped, of course, by Stock. Wow, Colorful is so excited. He's really ready.
If Infi wins here, by the way, which seems rather likely, and then Happy wins the next one, this is going to make things really interesting in the group. It's going to be Moon, Infi, and Happy all already with a loss, and Sock with a 2-0. Who would have thought?
But Sock still has to play Infi and Moon, so let's not overhype him just yet. Needs one more win against one of the big three.
True.
And then we can start the Sock hype. All right. Will we see a memeing Infi since it's round-robin group stage?
In the last game, when he's surely qualified, I could certainly see it.
Me too. That could reshuffle the deck as well. I don't know what his last opponent is. I can look it up real quick.
Let's load in map 2. Bottom left, we have Colorful. Seemingly with a monumental task, man. That first game was a rough one. Infi just looking too insane. The human in the blue. He is the big favorite for this whole tournament. And so far he has given us no reason to reconsider that idea. Looking just so incredibly powerful.
Yeah. Focus equalizing against Romantic. This is such a Gold League classic, the battle between them. It's a little unfortunate that we can't see all the games because back in GCS days, when this tournament was called GCS, they had such a fierce rivalry in group stages, like throughout 3 seasons or so. They were always in the same group, and it was always 2-1. And then this happens again. It's so cool that we have this little stories in the Warcraft Gold League that just keep on happening, like Foggy and Shanghai, Focus versus Romantic, stuff like this. It's like real nice to have this.
Foggy versus T8 is also a bit of a classic.
Yeah.
That is going to be another match that's going to be happening in the group stage. So, what's Infi going to play here? It really feels like there's no actual good reason to play Fast Expo against Night Elf anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
One base pressure is just so strong.
It feels like it has no real weakness, even in the late. Like, what's the weakness of the rifle caster play?
Yeah, I don't really know one. I can't really
like
say.
it's a lot about power spikes in Warcraft, but when is there a moment when the normal Night Elf play has the advantage over a normal playing human?
If the push isn't largely successful and the Night Elf gets to 60 supply bears with decent upgrades, that's already good. And if the Night Elf can fit in a Panda, that's really good. However, that's something we talked about earlier. You can't really play Panda anymore. It's too greedy.
Especially against the Blood Mage. Like,
yeah, but like when you play Panda second, you're gonna die.
Just go to the tavern,
you're
click the button, GG automatically. It's
you're
like
gonna die
a trigger in build.
Way before you get to 60 supply.
Infi feeling at home, I guess. Not moving out.
Just chilling in the main.
Yeah, he knows the Demon Hunter is coming. He can't enter. The Footmen protect. The Archmage chills.
I think Colorful tried to get the Wisp detonate on the Elemental for the level 2 Demon, but didn't find it. We didn't exactly see what happened there. Maybe Infi protected it well or something. Level 2 level up is a massive deal. Well, the first 2 level ups for heroes in general is a massive deal.
Good chick.
Chimico chicken.
Yeah, the Chemi chick. So, let's go to level 2. Evasion first, by the way. This time I can distinguish the icons.
Are you sure? Are you positive, Neo?
I am, very.
It's true. It is evasion. Well done.
Thank you for the confirmation. This was necessary.
So it's going to be level 2 here pretty quickly for these two. Another bit of an advantage for human in the early game. You can creep to level 3 pretty easily, at least if you're left alone. For Night Elf, not that easy. I guess with 4 archers, Colorful moving to the Merchant could do it. And at the Merchant is where we see Infi as well. Oh, this could be a big detonate. Double detonate against the Water Elementals. Oh. Boom! That is 1 giving the experience. More XP for the Demon Hunter. Pretty even now on experience are the 2 heroes.
Can also get the last hit maybe against the Ogre Magi if there's still mana on him and he can use a burn. If he has to play around this a little, put some damage on the Demon. No second Wisp detonate for the experience. 2.4, Archer's healing up. Oh!
Infi played around it perfectly. Yeah. Force the Demon exactly far enough away that he knows that he can get the Ogre Magi before the mana burn kill can come in. But it's decent experience on this Demon Hunter, 2.5. And level 3 That's what you want. That's what you need.
And both heroes got the boots. Once again, big praise to whoever did that balance change, that 2 boots are available at 7 PM Warcraft time. Archmage with a staff. Oh, we've seen this before.
Every kill matters. Every little bit towards level 3 is important.
I think he wants to cancel the lore again, but great block so far. And if this was the footman that Infi wanted to staff on, then this is a big play by Colorful right here. Buying time. Infi has to walk into the base now. He's pretty heavy on archers, by the way, with 5.
Yep. I like it though. Archers are actually better than dryads.
Mana burn or illusion. Yeah, that's true. Now the real Archmage joins and tier 2 is finished. He wants to build the lores, but Infi is just here. Could have blocked the Archmage in, but there's the staff, so no real reason to do so.
It's at least more experience from the elemental.
Yeah.
Should be Demon 2.8 or something.
Yeah.
Blood Mage
again.
again.
And Rifle Casters. Good old standard human combo.
Wait, where did the elemental go?
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, just walk out.
He let it leave? That's a lot of experience, buddy. That is a bit of a mistake.
Is
but
a water elemental walking?
It's more like floating, I guess.
Ah.
Or what would you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Naga second again.
I mean, we all know water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
I haven't heard that in a long time. Oh, the blacksmith is really late, right?
Yeah. True.
Oh, is he staffing in the... No, just the other side. Okay, Infi is playing this a lot more passive with late rifleman. Not going in the Night Elf base, not denying the lores. He delayed them, for sure. Tier 3 tech started, Naga's out. Again, a pretty passive Naga. Could be a time to punch a little or to poke a little without rifleman.
But again, this level 3 demon is taking forever.
Oh, good archer position. Archmage can't go into the back. He wanted that again, as it was so successful on AZ.
Forces are under attack.
Here come the militia. Is it time for the push already? Infi at only 37 supply. It
That
looks
seems
pretty
off.
Yeah, it looks pretty early.
Definitely gonna be fast Night Elf tier 2 units. It's later rifles. It's definitely a weaker army, but okay. Who are we to doubt Infi?
Wow, Blood Mage is level 2 already.
Yeah. You can save a lot now with Banish.
I feel this Demon Hunter was played too passively. Not enough creeping in the early. Again, not getting that ever so important level 3.
It's kind of typical Chinese Night Elf style. Especially, like, at least for early games, life being the exception maybe, but all the others, I feel we mentioned this a lot.
Oh. Infi going for the red camp. These footies are hurt already. And the Ogre Lord, he's got this ability called Shockwave. But Infi doesn't mind.
Throw the beast. One for the shop. Shockwave hits the footman. But calculates this. Well, not a single one dying, of course.
What's the item?
Photo coming.
Well, that's pretty trash. But it's good experience.
Experience. Ah, okay. I thought. Yeah, and gold.
And gold. Tier 3 is done. Master training on the way. Colorful, all things considered, a much less stressful game here in map 2.
Absolutely. Because he's defending better. And he has better timings to be at home. Not creeping greedy at all. He finally finds the level 2 mana burn. Downside is...
A player's
Wait,
forces are under
Naga's
attack.
kind of close to 3 as well. Not the biggest items.
If Infi gets his 2 level ups though, level 4 and level 3,
Oh, he's kind
it's
of
gonna
close.
be such insane mana.
Kind of close. How far is Master Training, Remo? Oh, it's finished. And the Engine of War is buying more time. Orb of Venom this time.
Early anti-magic, I like that.
Yeah. Triple Water Elemental. A lot of mana on this Archmage already gone.
Colorful needs to bring wisps. Okay, there we go.
He's really good with that. Like, that's one of the biggest adjustments that he did.
Oh, the splits though from the elementals.
Okay. Still gets him though. Demon Hunter kind of low. Does he have a potion? Oh, not really.
Staff.
Needs the staff and gets him out. Oh, the block. Applies another slow on the bear, but also the bear is safe. Colorful playing a lot better than before.
Demon didn't heal fully up though before re-engaging, and now getting drained. Riju coming in, and no, there is a dispel. Nice, he was so ready for that, putting the priest in the far front line. But mana is super low on the casters now for Infi.
Yep, it's not a level 2 aura. This spell is rare, so is slow. There's not going to be much mana burn against this Archmage, but Demon Hunter is finding quite some kills. Level 3.3, Naga level 3 as well, and that Fog Lightning can seriously hurt the Rifleman if he has the mana for it. Anti-magic again.
Moonjuice completely dry.
Yeah.
He has to go for a Moonstone right now.
I think so too.
Where is the Moonstone?
Little slow with that. Siphon against bears now even. Fog Lightning hits the back.
And this is not that much left for Infi, actually. Yes,
Nope.
it's 50 supply, but a lot of it's still stuck in production, I believe.
And once the bears can reach the rifles, they do great damage. Staff again. Could expose the Demon Hunter a little bit. He's fully held.
And now in the chase, suddenly the Dryads do become valuable. 1 kill, 2 kills, colorful. Man,
He has
he's coming
arrived.
back.
He has arrived in Shanghai for sure. His map. Oh, wow. Infi with the nice block, though, but the Demon Hunter still in front.
Oh, the Dryad. Dryad MVP.
So much value. Finally, a slow one. He gets the kill
Nice.
anyway. Wow. How many kills were there? Another one on a peasant.
Really good.
Yeah.
Colorful, super solid. Close level 4 Demon. That's always a feel-good level up. Makes him so tanky.
He adjusted so well to Infi's timings in this game. Was at home when he expected the push twice. And there was no real damage done. And if you have the 2 lures, like that's a sign. Like, you need the 2 lures to be ready. Oh, Blood Mage now. A little bit in trouble. Staff must be ready for the Demon Hunter. There we go.
Nighttime.
And now it's nighttime.
Yeah. Nighttime finally falls, but there's another push here ready. Oh, the AM in trouble. TP has to be forced. But more kills, at least one more there on the way back. And Colorful, hey, holds on to that scary, scary push. Well done. He is absolutely capable of taking at the very least the map here.
Yeah, I don't want to say this is the strongest the human gets, but I think it's the... There he has the biggest power spike compared to the Night Elf power level. So both at 50 now. That's super solid for both. Master Bear's out. Maybe upgrades come in. The next big timing for humans, like 70 supply? But it's quite far away on one base.
It's also very effective level ups now, though. Level 3 Blood Mage, level 4 AM. This is a big deal for the Siphon 2 and the Aura 2. Demon's gonna get 4 here, and that's gonna make him more tanky, but it doesn't help the rest of the army. Oh, and the Creepjack is coming in.
Oh, there's still a TP. Can get out. Item still on the ground. Naga picks it up now.
Oh!
Bone Chimes. Oh, sweet.
That is really good.
The bears, of course, have to reach something. But the Demon Hunter, he will constantly be healed. Naga level 4 now as well. A little bit more slow. Fog Lightning into the caster. Super efficient. I like the Demon Hunter control. He's constantly chasing a hero. The Blood Mage has to use Banish on him now to get rid of the DPS. Another staff, maybe. Does he need it? He should. Not sure.
Units left in the back.
Oh, no.
That was a little sloppy.
Nice Shadow Melt, though. And there's no dust.
Oh, there's a lab very close by, though. Or a shop. There was 2 bears dying, TP gone, and now 2 more archers dying.
Yep. And if he has a Zeppelin. And reveal. Double kill. Still level up. Nope. But he got the big level 3 Blood Mage, got the big level 4 Archmage, as you called it. He's just hunting this item now, right? Just wants the Drake and get back home. Infi at the shop. Heal scroll now.
Call of not many bears left. This is scary. And this Siphon now, so much mana for this Blood Mage, can go for so many banishes as well to save against the bears. Scourge Bone Chimes again. That doesn't stack.
Okay. Attempt number 2 to break the Night Elf and make this a 2-0. Blood Mage far forward, but I think it's fine. Colorful supply stuck now. He started to produce 1 more bear, but he's stuck at 54 now. Demon Hunter 1-man gang. But Colorful is trying to push into the back. with a cast. So our Roar being used should be dispelled rather quick if he has the mana. I guess he has. Mana burn on the Blood Mage, but the mana battle always won by Infi so far.
So many banishes, so much Siphon. This level 3 Blood Mage is making a big difference. Bears hardly have any uptime. Nice Zeppelin save there as well. Still so many rifles standing. We have more than a 10 supply lead at this point, and the heroes have to do it by themselves. Heroes are out of mana though. For Colorful, they can't do that much. Siphon coming in over and over. More mana, always on the human side. We saw this earlier. It's all about mana oftentimes in the late game. Big heal scroll there as well by Infi. He wasn't successful with the first push, but the second push may be the end here now for the Night Elf.
Yeah, I guess he's breaking Colorful here. What can he do? What's left in the tank? Well, not this bear. That's level 4. And another one. The Reju is trying, but the damage is too much now. Infi was not really struggling, but not as dominant as usual. But give him a little time. He's just preparing his prey the way he wants to.
Level 5 AM now. This is over. Colorful did put up a good fight here.
Yeah.
That first hold was impressive, but there was another push left in Infi. And when the rifle numbers get this high, it's so hard to deal with them, along with these strong heroes. The Blood Mage does make a lot of sense, especially on level